We only have the one game that I really care to recap, and that is the Monday night game from week 3. Detroit won 38-30. What's really impressive here? Well, there's two things really impressive here. A, the Lions got to Lamar, sacked him 7 times. And then Derrick Henry only had 50 rushing yards. He had the fumble. And other than the 28-yard rush, Derrick Henry did not hurt the Lions at all. And this Lions team went into M&T Bank Stadium into Baltimore, proved that they are still a good team, of a team force to be reckoned with, and just, I don't want to say dominated, because that's not entirely accurate, but they were able to keep one of the best offenses in the NFL in check, and able to walk away with a win, putting the Baltimore Ravens at 1-2. That's really all I got for the recap. Just because we're trying to keep it quick. We'll move on. I don't really have much in a way of a preview. I have 2 games I want to touch on that exists here for week 4. The first one, Eagles Buccaneers, 2 3-0 teams. The Eagles looked a little shaky this past week against the Rams, and as did the Buccaneers against the Jets, 2 teams that are really good in the NFC, 2 arguably your top 3 teams in the NFC, and they both looked a little shaky, both able to walk away with wins late. And so Sunday at 1, that will be a very good game to watch. Fun one to keep an eye on. And then in the 4 o'clock slate, before we get into the picks, the other game we want to touch on in the recap, the Ravens are heading to Geha, Geha Field at Arrowhead. Take on the Chiefs. The Chiefs able to beat the Giants, go to 1-2. One of these teams will have 3 losses after this week. The Baltimore Ravens are a 2.5-point favorite. And the question that I have for both Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson is, can one of these 2 teams, 2 quarterbacks, be good enough, to will their team to victory? Patrick Mahomes having to do it with the ghost of Travis Kelce and Isaiah Pacheco being not very good, apparently. I just don't even understand what Pacheco's issue is. I don't understand what the Chiefs' issue is right now. But other than the fact that age and attrition's hitting that team, and can either of these 2 quarterbacks step to that next level, find that next gear to carry their team to win this game? I'll tell you who I think is going to win in the picks when we get there, right about now. I don't have a picks graphic. Last week we got a standings graphic. I forgot to make one. Last week for week 3, we only got 8 right. And we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We went 8-8 last week. That puts us at 31. And let's see, what were we? 31-17. Anyhow, let's move forward this week. Picks to keep it rolling. Excuse me. The game that is happening right now, we have already picked. I made sure I get this one in. Thursday Night Football, Seattle is a 0.5-point favorite over the Arizona Cardinals. I don't understand how the Cardinals were favored in this game. This was a weird one, a weird gotcha game by Vegas. I took Seattle. That has been paying off so far. Moving in, 9:30 Sunday in Dublin, Ireland. The Vikings, who are 2-1, are taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, who are 2-1. Steelers are a 2.5-point dog. And honestly, what Carson Wentz and the Vikings did last week to the Bengals, I'm just trying to get an idea. Was impressive. Don't get me wrong. Thing is, the Bengals defense is not the Steelers defense. Jake Browning is not Aaron Rodgers, even Aaron in his advanced age. Give me the Steelers here on this one. Moving back stateside, the Commanders at 2-1 take on the Falcons at 1-2. Commanders a 2.5-point road underdog. Is Jaden Daniels still questionable? Along with Noah Brown and Terry McLaurin. This is a weird one. I'm going to take the Commanders regardless. Because the Falcons right now just aren't... I don't know what to make of them. I think it's a lot easier to pick the Commanders here. I think they're just a better team and an easier pick. So we'll go there. These New Orleans Saints, this one's a softball, even with as many points as it is. A 16.5-point road underdog going up to Buffalo to take on the Bills. This one's a softball. The Saints are pathetic. Even at 16.5 points, which is a lot in the NFL, that's where you start looking at like 16.5 in the NFL is like 30 in college. Give me the Bills, though. It was easy. Moving on. Browns 1-2 coming off their win over the Packers are an 8.5-point road underdog at Detroit. And this is another one where it's kind of it feels like a gotcha game. I can't pick the Browns, though. Give me the Lions. I understand why the Lions are only 8.5 points. Because again, the spread now, the live spread is up to Lions -10, and I like the Lions at -10. I'll take them at 8.5. Moving on, battle of 2 0-3 teams. Titans 7.5-point dog at the Texans. This is an easy one. The Titans just, I don't think, are there. I think the Texans have their own problems, but they will get this one done, and they will cover. Now we move on to a battle of 1 and 2 teams. The Panthers take on the Patriots. Patriots 5.5-point favorite at home. And oh man, we have so many games that just are, you look at them and you're like, what is this? What is this? I'm going to take the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots. I mean, neither of these teams really stand out. So give me New England. Chargers 3-0, 6.5-point road favorite at New York. That's an easy one. Give me the Chargers. I mean, that's just a softball. One of the hard ones to pick. Eagles 3-0, 3.5-point favorite on the road at Tampa Bay. Game that could be the NFC Championship. Game that could be one of the best games we see all season. And don't get me wrong, I think the Eagles with Saquon Barkley are great. I like Tampa Bay in this game. Give me the Buccaneers here. Have I picked an underdog yet? Okay, yeah, well, technically 2. Moving on, the Colts 3-0. Road underdog at the Rams. The Rams just took the Eagles to the brink last week. I like the Rams here on this one. At some point, the Daniel Jones the wheels are gonna come off. Much like they did with the Sam Darnold wagon last year with the Vikings. The wheels did eventually fall off. I think they're gonna fall off with the Colts here with Daniel Jones, and this could be the beginning of it. Jags at 2-1 are going to San Fran, who is 3-0. San Fran, a 3.5 point home favorite. And I mean, look at this list of injuries. Brandon Ayuk, ACL, MCL. Juwan Jennings, ankle. Mac Jones, questionable. Brock Purdy, questionable. Curtis Rourke has a knee injury. Nick Bosa's done. I mean, Ricky Pearsall, questionable. Who is the option at QB for the 49ers? Well, it's going to be Mac Jones or Brock Purdy. And I mean, honestly, I still like San Fran here. Jacksonville just has too many things going wrong with them. I could be wrong about this, but I like San Fran. Moving on. One of these teams, like I said, is going to have to go to 1-3. Which team is it going to be? The Ravens, 2.5 point favorite at KC. I think, and I could be wrong, I think Lamar and Derrick Henry just have an extra level, an extra bit of dynamicness that this aging Chiefs team cannot keep up with this week. Give me the Ravens. The Bears, 1-2. The Raiders, 1-2. This game exists. I don't know really what to make out of this game. There's a lot of games this week. I just don't know what to make out of. And you know what? This game is a pick 'em at 0.5 point. Screw it. Give me the Bears. Screw it. Moving on to Sunday night. I'm sorry. The 2-1 Packers take on the 1-2 Cowboys. This is a softball. The Packers are just a better team. We saw the Cowboys just lose to the Bears. And they struggled with the Russell Wilson-led Giants. Give me the Packers. Oh, by the way, a thing to note, I forgot to say this in the Chargers Giants game, because this game was just such a softball, especially with Chargers at 6.5. Jackson Dart is starting for the Giants on Sunday. Now, moving on. Come on, there we go. Monday Night Football, we got 2 games. One, 7:15 on ESPN. The Jets, 0-3. The Dolphins, 0-3. I do not know who will be playing quarterback for the Jets. Tyrod Taylor. Oh. I see. This Dolphins team has to win a game. Give me the Dolphins here. They have to win. Like, this is the game. Give me the Dolphins. They have to. And finally, ABC Monday night, 8:15. Bengals at 2-1. They are on the road to Denver. 7.5 point underdog. And this one is a softball. No Joe Burrow. Many problems. Broncos are going to win this one handily. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are your picks that are a little late. We will see you guys next week. Hopefully, well, before Thursday night.